Hey, it's Roger. I'm on location in Indian Land, South Carolina, just across the Ballantine border from South Charlotte. I'm looking at a great cul-de-sac that Stanley Martin is finishing up. When they bought Essex Homes, acquired their land position here in the greater Charlotte area, there was a transition made. And I remember walking down this street with Denise O'Farrell, my broker partner, and she was talking about basement lots. I know that was 18 months ago. Well, they're just finishing up, and I'm thrilled to say that one of our YouTube subscribers, my subscriber, and her client is getting ready to move into this house. Now, I'm gonna go in. Obviously, I can't really go in through the front door. They're gonna build all that up. But I want you to see this Livingston plan because you may end up with a plan like this yourself. I'll just tell you, I was so thrilled doing this pre-drywall walk on behalf of Denise, who's out of the country right now, because this builder is sharp and he really bent over backwards to do a good job. So I'm going to walk through this plan. You come in from the front door and you go here. Now again, this builder was unlike some that I deal with, that production builders. He knew what he was talking about, but he's also reasonable, meaning we had to move a couple of little things, and he was very happy to accommodate the client because he could. Some builders, you get the impression, hey, you can do that, but you won't do it, right? So again, you've got a bath here, and I'll show you when I point out a couple of things that I think could help you. By the way, I've got a series called Building from the Ground Up that I think would help you if you're going to build a house. One thing we talked about was these sister scabs. So if a stud is bad and somebody recognizes it's probably got an X on the other side, then they'll scab a little piece there to make it straight, keep it from bowing. So that's really good that they catch that. Now for the builder, that cuts down on warranty stuff, but for the homeowner, and again, as a buyer agent, we specialize in new construction, it's really helpful to be able to go and talk about that. But first, I shot a video for the client, and I said, hey, take a screenshot of this because you don't want to drive a big lag bolt into that, whether it's copper supply line or whatever. Same thing over here. You just want to watch that you're not sending a nail right through that. That could be problematic. So it's always good to take pictures at your pre-drywall, and a good builder, and we call the builder the actual construction superintendent. I was at another builder the other day talking to the main guy, and he goes, we have 3 female builders. I said, great. Annie Oakley said, you want something done, call a female. So this is a great plan. It's got a basement. We'll walk down there. Structured wiring, and again, this builder went out of his way. Again, shout out to Jerry to explain, hey, the door swings and covers that. And there's a little thermostat for their tankless water heater. But again, we're pointing out things like where the water lines are. A lot of houses now, they're building them with the primary condensate from the, that's why that little outlet is there, from the air conditioner. And this one, it runs out the side, maybe because it's a basement, don't know. Either way is fine. But guys, this is great. Man, this is a clean job site too. I love that. But little things on this basement, he said, hey, you ordered an outlet on the floor, but are you happy with that location? Now, if this was a slab, you couldn't do that, man. They're chunking out concrete, but it's on a basement. In other words, he can change that 4 inches, 6 inches, and he's willing to do that. So that makes me warm and fuzzy, that he's willing to let us think all that through, practical stuff. Now, there's going to be an island right there, and this plan is great because looking out, if you're a subscriber of mine, you know what I mean. If not, hit subscribe. You got the kitchen sink right here. We're looking out. Go ahead, if you like my vibe, join my tribe, subscribe and hit the bell right there. And so we're just talking about stuff, which is great. And then he's got a covered patio. They've got the Tech Shield thermal type barrier. And this will be a nice covered patio with more living space underneath, for the basement. But look at that. I said to the client, invite me over. Let Jack the real estate dog come over and hang out with your dog. All right, guys, so this is the living, so let's go into the primary suite. And again, little things at your pre-drywall, you're talking about the location. Okay, do you want it there? Or are you going to hang your TV and you want it up there? You talk about it now. And this one was done remotely on FaceTime, and I followed behind and asked questions, and then I shot a follow-up video for the client to be able to look at it over the next day or two before the drywall comes. Because when the drywall's here, bam, it's up. You don't know what's behind the walls. You don't know what you don't know. But we went through it today, and again, kudos to this builder who was willing to move a couple things. And I helped set the expectations too. I think he appreciated that, hey, no, it's too late to ask for that. Got a little commode room in this Livingston, that's nice and wide. And I brought it out, I said, hey, these are wide openings, right? Yeah, 3.0, which is 3 feet, no inches, so it's 36 inches in case a wheelchair was ever needed. This is a great, great, great closet. Here's another one from the garage. This electrical outlet was down here, but we got to talking about it on the FaceTime and talking through the client. Yeah, let's move it up here. And he was willing to do that, which I thought was great because that's just practical stuff and not that hard to do. And again, just remember the builder, if he or she's got their head screwed on right, they want to please the customer and get a good review for their own job security. But like this one said, hey, I do this same level of service for everybody. It's kind of like that golden rule that Jesus said, basically, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. So how would you like to have a basement? Wow. And you know, getting a designer, now they've already had some predetermined places for the walls and predetermined layouts that people like. And that's a fine way to do it. But then you still have some wide open space. So this one's got a full bath in this Livingston. It's more difficult without drywall, right, to see it, but there's something about it. Now, here's something that I learned today. Again, this is called a step down. This is a poured concrete wall. It's a common way to do it, and they're going to put some foam in there to block that daylight. But just hearing things like this is treated lumber, and it can hit that concrete. This is non-treated lumber, so they've got to have a little half-inch gap between it so that the moisture doesn't wick into the drywall. That was interesting to me. Oh, wow, this is a cool house. My, my, my. And it's a clean job site. I like that. I can tell that this builder takes pride in what he does. So now you walk into this, and you've got all this extra space. How would you use it? A lot of different ways, but really the way that they designed this space is really efficient and great. So loving all of that. So here is kind of a media room, and they've got a 5.1 sound, but I brought up, I said, hey, where's the subwoofer audio feed? It's there. We moved, and there's the AC by code. So we moved that over from here to here. He was able to do it while I watched, and it will get a final wire from CPI. So guys, building a house is exciting. If you're going to build a home, don't do it alone. You want to have somebody go with you. And Denise O'Farrell is an excellent buyer agent, as are all of my agents. And I would encourage you to have somebody to help you in the process because it's really, really important. And we would love to be that for you. So give me a call, 704-345-3400. And we are going today to meet with a client that moved in about a year ago with Rodney to introduce him to a great restaurant. So we're in the people business. We love you. We'll talk to you soon. Hit subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.